Hey everyone, it's Danny Marais from the Netherlands. I'm an AR creator for 7 years now, creating snap lenses. And today I'm gonna do a tutorial for you guys on how to use persistent storage in Lens Studio. What is persistent storage? It's a little code snippet you can use in Lens Studio to save user sessions and user data between lenses. Normally, if you open a lens, then everything is reset. So you can create very short experiences, which can be quite nice, and most of people do. But in some variations and in some game variations, you want to do longer sessions where if you come back to the lens, then stuff is saved. You can get new progress, unlock new levels, etc. So I made a little example project here from a quiz game I built, and we're gonna go through it together. Welcome to the quiz template I built. This is a lens which I built last month, which is real or AI. The user has to pick out the AI image here. There's, as you can see, 15 textures available for this quiz. And the user has to move their head or click one of these to find out which picture is AI. If they do correctly, they get a green stamp here. If they do it incorrectly, they get a red stamp. And if you continue to play the game, then at the end you'll get a high score, and you'll see what your score is over all the days combined. So for example, here I got 3 out of 5. As you can see here, I had 6 in memory already, and now my overall score is 9. Play again tomorrow for a new game. The idea here is to switch out the images for every day the user plays. There's a few things here which are pretty handy to learn if you work with persistent storage. If you go to the little button over here in the right corner, you have persistent storage, and you can output the storage here to the logger. As you can see right now it's empty. Let's play the game a little bit, or reset the lens because it will fetch the date. So let's reset the lens. We will output the logger, and then it says here persistent storage contains, as you can see here, the last use date and the first use date. And this is the array of questions it will load for the user. Let's jump into the manager script because there's all the magic required to build one of these lenses. I use Cursor for my code editing, and I would say use this to your advantage. It has built-in AI as well. It's super nice to use. Also check out Alessio's latest tutorial on how to activate the MCP server inside of Lens Studio, which will speed up stuff for spectacles, for example, but also regular lenses. As you can see here, I have everything commented for you guys, so feel free to open the tutorial template and go through this whole script one by one. It's easier to learn because we have fixed time here in this video. I split it up in 2 sections. So the first section is persistent storage. It will check what date the user has first opened the lens. Then if it's different to the first date, it's probably the next day then. That's how it works in real life. And then we switch out the texture arrays so people get new questions every day. At the end, we can see what the final score is, and we can display the high score of the user. The second section of the script is the quiz game section. This is not super interesting for this video itself, but it shows you how the quiz is made. It does all the head tracking and the placement of the textures, etc. Feel free to check this out. It's all available and ready to be used for you guys to build your own quizzes, so please do. Again, a very quick reminder about the game. On first launch, we store the first use date. Then every day we load in a new question set, which are the textures here for the questions. Then after they're all used, we'll continue on the set 3, because right now it's just limited to 3 days. You can put as much stuff in there as you want, but these are images, so it'll fill up the lens size a little bit quickly. Then the user answers, shows you feedback, go to the next question, and then final score. The thing we're all waiting for here, obviously, is how to use persistent storage in this game. Here you go. This is one of the most basic lines, which is super powerful. It's this variable called store is now global.persistent-storage-system.store, and this little line here accesses the storage system for you to put stuff in there or get stuff from there. That's basically how it works. So what we do, we get the first use date of the user when they first open the lens. And then we check if there's a date. If there's no date, then we put the string inside of persistent memory, where it's the first date. Then the day after, we're gonna get the second day, and if there's a different date than the first date, then we're gonna load in the next set of questions. Right here, the function getQuestionSetIndex, it sets the index so we can also track what kind of set of questions the user is on. And then right here we have the score index, so we can put in the high score of the user and track how many correct answers they had in all the previous dates so far. Then here's the function which initializes the sets of questions. Right now it's just a collection of textures from an array. Right here we have the textures from the real images, and we have the AI image textures. Right here you can see all of the textures which are available, and we have enough content for 3 days here, so 15 images each. So as you can see, the storage system is not very hard to use. It's either get stuff or put in stuff, and that's basically it. Keep in mind there's a limit to storage capacity. If it's full, then it won't store any data anymore. There's a little function you can use to erase stuff from the persistent memory, which I recommend doing so if there's unused stuff in there. Also, I'll put the function here in the screen, by the way. Secondly, it's very important to remember there are 60 days of memory available in a lens. So when the first use of the lens is triggered, then all the data will wipe after 60 days. What you can also do with this date system which I built is store the first date of the user. Then, for example, the last week before getting wiped, you can put in a notice into your lens like, hey, I'm sorry, but within a few days your progress will be erased. So, try again or have fun. I'm sorry, we're sorry. Hopefully Snapchat will increase the limit of this sometime soon. And also, for a little third tip, I would use very easily labeled storage keys. So, for example here, this put string is last use date, obviously, and then you put in the variable. I would use very easy to read variables, because if you put a lot of stuff in there, then it will be a little bit messy and confusing. Also, it's very nice if you have code where it checks if there's already stuff stored, so you won't by accidentally overwrite stuff. Then also, if you update a lens, then you can still maintain persistent storage stuff, so it won't be wiped. But don't overwrite stuff with the same name, otherwise, things gonna get overwritten and it's gone. So keep that in mind. I would recommend splitting up your stuff in 2 sections, where you get the persistent storage section separately, so you can organize it a little bit better, and then have your game be after. This is just mentally nice to have, I think. So that's basically persistent storage in Lens Studio. What we covered is how to access and use persistent storage. We went through the little quiz game together to see the logic behind the code. You can now save dates and check what dates user come back, so you can cycle through daily content. There's some best practices, obviously, some stuff you need to keep in mind, and also it's nice to see some organized code, so you can maybe use that for yourself as well. If you found this helpful and you found it a nice video, please like and subscribe the video on YouTube. If you have any games built yourself using persistent storage, please feel free to send them to me. I would love to check them out. And also, if you have any questions, feel free to hit me up on all social media channels. I'm happy to help. Thanks for watching, and hopefully you learned something. Go download Lens Studio if you haven't already. It's cool software to build very small games, but also right now longer games using persistent storage. So, bye bye.